The unthinkable has happened in Atlanta. Just hours before a primetime showdown with the Minnesota Vikings, the Falcons are stepping onto the field without the one-man fans thought they could always trust, Younghoe. For the first time in years, Atlanta's kicker won't be there. Instead, the pressure now falls on a new leg, Parker Romo, and this decision has sent shockwaves through the locker room and the fan base alike. This isn't just a lineup change, this is a statement. The Falcons are drawing a line in the sand, making it clear that no player, no matter how reliable they've been in the past, is safe when performance starts slipping. And the truth is, Ku's decline has been building for a while. Think back to last week, a 44-yard field goal attempt against Tampa Bay with the game on the line. It should have been automatic. Instead, the ball sailed wide, and the Falcons walked away with a crushing loss. That moment wasn't just about one miss, it was the tipping point of a growing problem. Over his last 10 games, Ku has hit just 15 of 23 kicks. That's barely 65%. For a franchise that has lost multiple games by 3 points or less, that kind of inconsistency is devastating. Even last season, he finished with a career-low 73.5% conversion rate since joining Atlanta, numbers that simply don't cut it in today's NFL. Head coach Raheem Morris didn't sugarcoat it. He made it clear this was about accountability, not injury, not rest. Ku didn't even make the trip to Minnesota. The Falcons have turned the page, and the future of their special teams may now rest on the shoulders of Parker Romo, a kicker with everything to prove and nothing to lose. Raheem Morris didn't mince words this week. That's a cut-and-dry position, he said about the kicking job. You either make it or you don't. And he's right. One swing of the leg can change everything. If Younghoe had nailed that 44-yarder against Tampa Bay, we're not even talking about this. But he didn't, and now the Falcons have turned the page. Even Ku admitted the weight of it all. He said he felt like he let his teammates down, that he knows better than to miss in that moment. But in the NFL, knowing better isn't enough. This league doesn't wait around for players to bounce back, not when wins and losses come down to razor-thin margins. And the Falcons? They simply don't have that luxury anymore. That's where Parker Romo enters the story. Signed earlier this week after a round of tryouts, Romo has already been elevated to the active roster for Sunday Night Football. And here's the kicker, literally Romo knows this stadium. He suited up for the Minnesota Vikings just last year. In 4 games, he drilled 11 of 12 field goals, hit 4 of 5 from the 40 to 49 range, and nailed a bomb from beyond 50. His only miss? A 43-yarder. He also went 7-for-8 on extra points. For a guy stepping in midseason, those are rock-solid numbers. Special teams coordinator Marcus Williams couldn't stop praising Romo's leg strength and poise under pressure. He talked about how Romo handled joining a team on the fly last year, how he didn't flinch even when the spotlight was bright. And after putting together a strong training camp with the Patriots this summer, Romo isn't walking into Atlanta as a desperate replacement, he's arriving with confidence and a track record. But let's be clear. This move isn't only about replacing Ku. It's about competition. The Falcons are sending a message to every player on this roster: if you can't deliver when it counts, someone else will. And if Parker Romo delivers under the lights on Sunday night, this temporary fix could turn into a long-term job battle that nobody saw coming. Now let's talk about the impact. Because make no mistake, this is not just about one missed field goal, this is a message from the Atlanta Falcons. For years, Younghoe has been one of the most reliable and beloved players on this roster. Fans chanted his name, teammates trusted him with the game on the line, and he delivered some of the biggest kicks in franchise history. But today? That trust is cracked. The coaching staff is showing everyone, no matter how popular you are, no matter what you did in the past, nobody's safe. Perform, or step aside. And honestly, that's exactly the kind of urgency this Falcons team has been missing. This year is not about building for tomorrow. It's about winning right now. Every point matters. Every mistake could be the difference between playoffs and disappointment. And the Falcons simply cannot afford to let games slip away because of missed opportunities, especially not from the kicking game. When the score is tight and the pressure is suffocating, those 3 points are life or death. And here's where the story gets almost cinematic. Parker Romo's first test as the new Falcons kicker comes against the Minnesota Vikings, the very team he played for last year. Imagine this, it's late in the fourth quarter. The game is tied, and Romo walks out onto the same Minnesota field in Falcons colors. The crowd boos, the pressure mounts, and then boom, he nails the game winner. The irony, the drama, that's the kind of moment fans would never forget. But make no mistake, this is a gamble. Atlanta is taking a massive risk, moving away from their trusted veteran and handing the keys to an unproven leg. If Romo rises to the moment, this could spark new life into the Falcons season. If he falters, it could be one more crack in a team already under enormous pressure. The Falcons have made it clear this is a win now season. Every player, every position is under the microscope. Who was out? Romo was in. And the message is simple: deliver or you're next.